worry, Jason. One day she'll thank you for it.
Yeah. I practically kidnapped your mother, Cassie.
No, Jason, listen, she was not thinking clearly, and someone had to go to New York and bring her back here so she could get to this doctor's appointment we've made for her.
Okay, well, what if she skips this one?
We're not going to let her. If Andrew and I have to drag her ourselves to the doctor, she's going for that biopsy.
Okay. Who's responsible for dragging me home against my will?
You don't owe me lunch, Bo. If anything, I owe you. I ruined your wonderful evening.
No, you didn't ruin anything.
Yes, I did. Oh, I mean, I had a screaming migraine headache, and then I made you play nursemaid to me until I fell asleep.
And I enjoyed watching you sleep. Bad dream at all. But if you feel you owe me, then payback starts right now. Leon, is it ready?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I thought you said we were eating here at the palace.
My thanks to the chef. We are. This is the palace. Come on.
Oh, Bo! Oh, I'm glad I caught you. Clint says there's trouble at Landfair, and I want everybody there.
Well, I'm sorry, Pa, but Nora and I were...
Bo, it's a family crisis. If you're part of this family, you come with me now.
I'm sorry. I went out looking for Cord. I found him just wandering around out there. Now he's not speaking at all. I managed to get him to come back inside, but it breaks my heart to see him like that.
Given my experience in a POW camp, I was wishing that I could have been the one to break through his hostility.
Well, maybe Clint can.
I shouldn't be here when Clint gets here. You meet me back at Rwanda's?
Yeah, well. Thank you so much for understanding.
What's he doing here?
Oh, Clint, don't start. He's been doing his best to get through to Cord.
Still playing the hero, how'd you know? Well, here's your new orders. Cord doesn't need your help. So just stay the hell away from my son. Well, you want to tell me what's going on with Cord?
I'm not entirely sure. All I know is that he was frantically looking for something, a locket that he carries.
A locket?
Listen, I don't remember seeing it, but it's apparently very important to him. He said he left it accidentally with a pile of papers, and when Joey said that he had thrown the papers out, Cord went crazy, went nuts.
Well, when we got here, he was way out of control. He was yelling at Joey. Vicky tried to calm him. He got downright hostile.
Well, some Some of us have good reason to get downright hostile, General.
Clint, this is not about family feelings, all right? Cord was... He's wild. He's enraged, way beyond losing a keepsake.
It's an extreme overreaction. It's seen in Army field hospitals. The medics call it post-traumatic stress.
I know what it's called, General. You're not the only one who's been under fire. You know what I mean?
Clint, we're only trying to help Cord.
And I intend to help him. You think it was easy walking back into this house? I did it for my son. But I'll be damned if I'm gonna take any advice from your boyfriend here.
Boy, you just cannot let go of these wounded feelings, can you? It all has to be about you, even though Sloan could possibly have really helped Cord.
Vicky, this is Clint's call. Cord is his son. Excuse me?
Even when he sounds retreat, he's got that little swagger to him.
I am not going to let you bait me into another argument, because Cord is the one who matters now. We can probably find him in the solarium.
We? What do you mean we? Why would I want you? This is family business. Buchanan family business.
Oh, this family needs all of us.
Yeah, but what for? I mean, what is a crisis this time? Look, Nora's not only my friend, she's my lawyer. You can talk in front of her.
Clint called. Cord's in trouble. Well, that's not enough. I saw Renee on some yacht in the Landview River with that four-eyed wimp, Mortar, whatever his name is.
Dr. Mortimer Byrne. Then you accept the fact?
Yes, I do. Bo was right. Carla was dead, believe it or not. Mortimer Byrne is the identical twin.
Get out of here.
What?
I'll tell you all about it on the way to Landfair. Come on. Bo, what are you waiting for?
Look, it's not that I don't want to help. It's just that, Pa, Nora and I have plans.
You talking about her? Bring her along. She could sit in the car.
Thank you, Asa. I'm afraid I'll have to decline that honor.
Look, if we're going to be hanging out on a regular basis, I think you better get used to my family. Inside and out. Okay, either Nora is in or both of us are out.
Okay, she can sit with you. Who knows? We may need a good lawyer.
I'll remember that when I bill you.
Sense of humor, I like it. Let's roll. Oh, Leon, give this to Renee. You have her call me the minute she walks in.
I still can't get over the look on Ace's face.
Excuse me, Mrs. Buchanan.
It's all right, Leon. It's all right. You don't have to call the police. This is not Carlo Hesser. Never was, no matter what Asa may have told you.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, speaking of Mr. Buchanan, he asked me to give you this. He said to make sure you call him the minute you read it, because... Mrs. Buchanan, aren't you going to...
Leon, Ms. Buchanan. How many times do I have to tell you? Ms. Buchanan, and I do not take checks, commands, or criticisms from my ex-husband.
Listen up, team. You want to keep your sandwiches fresh? Use Ziploc brand sandwich bags with the Gripper Zipper. Tough, tiny teeth you can feel gripping, so you know freshness is locked in. Let's win one for the Gripper. There's only one Ziploc.
Quick, give him that cookie, Cyril.
It's not a...
Wanda Wallach, this is my closest assistant, Rebecca Lewis.
Ah, well, welcome to Wanda's place.
Nice to meet you.
Rebecca. Those flyers you left here the other day, they just get flying away.
Then you don't mind if we load you up with some more?
Are you kidding me? After what you did when I had my heart palpitations, you could take them flyers, you could put them in a menu if you want.
Well, how about if we just make a nice, neat pile by the cash register? Here, Rebecca.
Oh. She's a very nice girl.
Oh, I would be lost without her.
Oh, yeah. And vice versa, I'm sure. You're quite the person, miss.
Will you please call me Angela?
Miss Angela. People trust you. I mean, I was having that angina attack, and you came, you helped me. I was a stranger.
You know, I don't believe that any of us are strangers, Wanda. I think that we are all just friends that haven't been introduced yet.
I would like to see that in needlepoint on a cushion.
So, you're feeling better then?
Oh, yes, very much, thanks to you. You are better than medicine. You work faster, and there is no side effect. Angela, I am not a believer. But are you a faith healer?
I don't blame you for being skeptical, Wanda. But I do not claim to be a miracle worker.
But you have healed people.
All I can do is leave a hurting soul to the Lord. And it's the Lord that does the healing, not me.
Or, don't worry, I didn't come here to give you a hard time. Well, I just heard there'd been some trouble.
Yeah, some trouble. Trouble like the fact that I know my wife is no longer my wife because I've been officially declared dead. Then I have to watch my widow take off for the Caribbean with Kane Rogan. And they took my kids, too.
Well, I know that sometimes it seems like the biggest sin in the whole world can be betrayal. Is that the souvenir you brought back from Java?
Yeah, what about it?
Well, I heard that your brother had accidentally thrown it out with the trash, and I'm just glad that you found it.
Yeah, so, and you're here to tell me that I overreacted, right? That I acted like some kind of a monster to the kids, Jessica and Joey, when it was over nothing.
I didn't say it was nothing. Obviously, it means a great deal to you. I mean, enough for you to go into a blind fury because you thought you lost it.
But Clint, don't ask me to go into this, okay?
I have to. Now, if I'm going to help you, I have to find out what is eating at you. I think it has something to do with Jabba City, and that locket just may be the key to the whole thing. So tell me about it. Talk to me about it. Tell me what this is all about.
Look, I told you, I don't want to talk about Java.
Cord, you have to. Now, look, you have to get it out of your system.
Aren't you listening to me? Doesn't anybody listen to me around here, all right? You want to reach out to me? You want to help me? Then leave me alone, all right? Just everybody, leave me alone.
What was I supposed to do? Leave you passed out in a hotel room in New York City?
I was not passed out. I was just tired.
You weren't tired. You were passed out. You were out. You were gone. You were drunk. All those things.
Rub my nose in it. Thank you very much. Right in front of my own daughter and my minister's son-in-law. Thanks. Oh, yes, indeed. Thanks.
No drinking, no eating before this biopsy. And Jason said you hadn't had a thing since midnight. Is that right?
You had this all planned out. Traitor.
No, Mother, Jason is
I
not
can
a
defend
traitor.
myself.
Don't count on it.
Hey, look, even if you weren't passed out, I'm not going to leave you in New York, especially when you tell me you're not going to have the biopsy.
So you waited until I fell asleep and then took advantage of my vulnerability?
He brought you home, Mother.
Dorian, you were afraid. Nobody's blaming you for that. And Jason was only helping you to do what you'd already resolved to do, to get some help.
I don't understand. How is it that all of a sudden everybody knows what's best for me except me?
Mother, you're not thinking. Will you listen? You were scared. You ran off to New York. You would have kept on running if Jason hadn't brought you home.
My hero.
Yes. To me, he is. Because if the biopsy shows that you have cancer, then we'll have caught it early, thanks to Jason. And with treatment, the chances for a cure are going to be that much higher.
So now, in addition to being a minister's wife, we can also add medical
Will
consulting.
you cut it out? She's just saying, Dorian.
I hear what she's saying. I hear all of you, okay? So why don't you all shut up for just a minute? There is one med school graduate in this room, and you're looking at her. I know my body, and I know what I want to do with it.
Yes, Dorian, that's right. You have every right to make decisions about your own body, but if you don't have the biopsy now, those decisions might be taken from you. Now, please, do not let your fear cloud your will and judgment on this issue, please.
Listen to him, Mom.
It's making sense.
Oh, where's the Dorian Lord who is the fighter?
I don't have to listen to any of this.
Yes, you do! Because if you're not going to fight for yourself, then we're going to do it for you. If that means we dress you ourselves and drag you to the hospital.
Like hell you will. Like hell. Listen. Listen up, young lady. I'm getting pretty fed up with you, with all of you. How dare any of you tell me how to live my life? It's my life, and I will live it the way I want to. With or without you.
No, Mother!
General? I must get back to work. And you must have a million things to do now that you're free.
Can't think of one.
Come on. You can do anything that you want.
Can I? My mother wants me to go back to Oklahoma with her.
Oh? Well, yes, after what has happened, I can imagine she'd want you close to her. I understand.
Oklahoma doesn't feel like home anymore. Besides, what would I do there? No, there isn't much of a demand for Egyptologists with my criminal skills.
But you have a fabulous scholarly reputation.
No, I have a new reputation now, Renee. My face is going to be on the front page of every tabloid and every grocery in America. It'll be years before people stop thinking of me. No, they don't think of me as my twin, Carlo. No, look how long it lasted here in Landview.
No.
No, nobody believed me but you.
No. Look, people have the shortest memories. I assure you, before long, they are going to completely forget those headlines and see only you.
You think so, huh? Watch. He's probably building up the courage to come over and ask my autograph. No, I am not Carlo Hesser, and if you don't mind...
I'm sorry. I thought you were that brilliant Egyptologist, Dr. Mortimer Byrne. You see, I've read all his books, and the picture on the back looks just like you, except... Well, I'm sorry. I must have been mistaken.
Mortimer? Well, why didn't you tell him who you really are?
I am not Dr. Mortimer Byrne. Mild-mannered, expert on Egyptology. Renee, when he took a close look, he could see that. Who I am, what I am, Renee, I don't even know anymore.
Mortimer, whoever you are, whatever you are, it's all right with me. Asa? Bo? Nora, I didn't know everyone was coming over.
We will be out of your way, Victoria, as soon as we have our family meeting. You can stay out here if you don't mind till it's done.
Pa, this is her house.
Never mind, Bo. I'm sure that Asa knows by now he's welcome here at Lamb Fair, as are you. And you, Nora.
Thank you, Vicky. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not intruding.
How can you say that? I invited you personally, didn't I?
You? I practically had to twist
It doesn't
your arm.
matter. It doesn't matter, all right? You're all here. Right now, Cord needs all the friends and family he can get.
Well, since you're not included in either category, would you mind pointing us to my grandson?
Pa, how bad is it, Vicky? Huh?
Clint is with him right now. The problem is he goes from being in this deep, deep silence to exploding over absolutely nothing.
That's just temporary, once he sees we're all on his side.
Asa, it's not that simple, all right? Sloan Carpenter was here earlier. He seems to think he's suffering from something akin to battle fatigue. I don't know, he called it something.
Post-traumatic stress, I've seen that. Fancy words. All the Cord needs...
What?
Cord. So good to see you. Vicky here's been trying to sell me some psycho babble about you, but I know better.
Asa. Nora, may I interest you in a cup of tea?
A good idea. And Nora, we need some legal advice. We'll call you.
You haven't answered my question yet, Asa. What is it exactly that you think I need?
Cord, all of us know you've been to hell and back. There's not a man here who has not had his share of scars. The scars heal, son. We heal, and we go on.
Pa, maybe you ought to ask Cord how...
I know how he feels. He lost his wife. Losing Tina's a blessing.
Oh,
Asa, for God's
Oh, hellfire! Losses make us tough. And you know why? Because we're Buchanans. It still stands for something. Spirit, courage, loyalty. You're part of that, Cordero. We can do anything we want as long as we stick together.
Stop acting like I'm one of you, because I'm not, you all right? I'm not, I don't have any of that spirit or that loyalty or that courage that you're talking about, all right? I don't have it anymore, all right? Just leave me alone.
What's in Windex that makes it a powerful cleaner? Ammonia D. And only Windex has...
You boys are complicating this. Tina runs off with Kane Rogan. Cord is licking his wounds. It is that obvious.
Paul, what happened in here with the cord blowing up and running out of the house? I don't think it had a damn thing to do with Tina. I think it's somehow connected to what happened in that prison camp.
That's right, Pa. You know, Cord never talks about anything that happened in Java, so Sloan Carpenter has some...
Whoa, you're gonna rely on that Benedict Arnold?
Amen to that.
Maybe Sloan can help Cord, that's all I'm saying.
Cordero can heal himself, especially now that Tina's gone. He'd have gotten over this prison camp a long time ago if his slut wife hadn't thrown him out.
You know, Pa, it always gets back to the same thing with you. Now, as crazy as you are about women, you're always ready to blame them for every sin in the book.
Who ate the apple, Bo? Eve. And she passed that same fruit down every other female after her. Vicky, Tina, Blair. You better make sure that friend of yours, Nora, doesn't have a Granny Smith in her purse.
Vicky, this is your house, isn't it?
Yep, sure is. You mean, why did I let Asa and company borrow my library?
Borrow your library. They invaded it.
Buchanan men. They take up a lot of space.
Yes, well, not all the Buchanans are territorial, I've found.
I've known Asa a long time, and in spite of everything, I really like him. I know he comes on like Genghis Khan, but deep inside...
Attila the Hun?
Nora, he loves his family. He really does. Sometimes I think that's the only true love in his life.
But he said such hurtful things to you in your own house.
Yes, he did. But they were true. As Clint has reminded me often enough. I am no longer a Buchanan.
Some story, Paul. Who would have thought that Carlo was really Mortimer Byrne, who was really Carlo Hesser's twin brother?
That's not the point, Clint. The point is that Renee is with Mortimer Byrne. A man gets one great love in his life, if he is lucky. Renee was mine. Renee Devine Buchanan.
Look at that. He's waxing nostalgic, and he hasn't even filled his glass.
That joke if you want, Clint, but cheap baggage like Tina and Blair, they come and go. Renee is one for the ages.
Kind of like Abe Lincoln.
You're funny. You know, you may never have wanted to fight for a woman, but I do, Bo.
Hey, Renee made another choice. Isn't that what you just said? She's off with Dr. Byrne.
You've got to get her to change her mind to get it back where it belongs.
Wait. We?
Yes, we. Do you think I can talk her back by myself? I need your support.
Well, I'll take care of the roses. You handle the chocolate.
This is serious. With Renee beside me, I can rebuild the foundation. The rock-solid ground for which this family stands.
Unfortunately, Paul, the lady hates your guts.
You know what I don't get? If you trust her so much, if she is the one great woman in the world.
Yeah, why didn't you believe her when she was trying to tell you up, down, and over that Mortimer Byrne was not Carlo Hesser?
Why? Because you're looking at a damn fool. That's why.
No, no, it's true. You're the only decent, honest woman I know.
Oh, come on, please. What about your mother, Wilma?
Mother? She cheats at blackjack.
Well, I hope that you don't have the mistaken idea that I'm perfect.
Too late. Why do you think I allowed myself to stay involved with Alex's insane plan to turn me into Carlo?
Well, I don't know. I would suppose it was because she threatened you. She probably threatened your mother, Wilma.
Because of you. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was the only way that I could get close to you. And miracle of miracles, it worked.
Well, whatever worked, it worked because you are you and not Carlo.
Renee, may I, No, it's an unfair question.
Oh, come on. You can ask me anything.
How did you really feel about Carlo?
Wow, well, that's not a simple question. It's a complicated answer. Just like the relationship. I guess, the Carlo that he became here in Landview, I despised. But in the old days, in Nevada, back when we first met, oh, well, he was gentle, kind, generous. Sometimes he could be very romantic.
And me? How do you feel about me? Be brutally honest.
You are all the good in Carlo, and none of the bad.
I was hoping you'd say that. Now it makes it easier for me to ask you one more question. A very important question.
She's locked herself in the bedroom. She's not going to let me in.
Now, what is it going to take? Are we going to have to break down that door and drag her to the hospital?
No, even if we did, sooner or later, Dorian's going to have to confront her own fear, and we can't do that for her.
Last night we sat in that hotel room and she was scared of dying. Who wouldn't be? But she said that she was scared for all the people that she hurt, all the bad things that she had done, and I think she wants to live so that she can change. I think she wants to make it up to all the people that she hurt in her life.
And why doesn't she go and get some help?
Well, I'm not a psychologist or anything, but I think the trouble with Dorian is that, well, she doesn't like herself very much, and until she does, she can't help herself.
I think you're right on the money, Jason.
Jason, I owe you an apology. I thought that you were part of my mother's problems, but I was wrong. The truth is, you're part of the solution. You've really come through for her.
Well, I just like your mother a lot. I'd hate to see her throw her life away over something.
I've made my decision.
Last time I was at...
Let's go to the hospital.
Oh, Mother, that's wonderful.
But on this condition that all of you promise me that you will not breathe one word about this procedure that I'm having, okay? I really don't want any pity from any of my friends.
Well, that's okay, because you don't have any friends.
You think you're very clever, don't you? You big overgrown delinquent. Hmm? Okay. So are we going or what?
We are going. I'll bring the car around. Cassie?
Yeah. Sweetheart, now, that means you too. No pity.
No, this isn't pity, Mom. This is love. I'm really proud of you. course, if you hadn't pulled yourself together and fought for your life, I never would have forgiven you.
Well, that's what I like. Tough love.
I just want you to know that no matter what happens, I'm going to be there with you.
I know that, sweetheart. Thank you. Now, okay.
You don't have to worry. I'll be there for you, too, whenever you need me.
Be careful, handsome. Don't you make any promises you can't keep. Here you go. This is a new menu. Luna helped me with this. It's Wanda's home-style spa cuisine.
Really? Well, that's very smart of you, Wanda. You changed with the times.
Mm-hmm, yes. I can see that changes are everywhere.
I hope your changes make you happy. Mine have.
I can see that. You better be good to her, General. Because if you're not, I'll make you scour the pots.
Yes, ma'am. I'll do well. I think she likes me. It's a rare treat these days.
I know. I wish my family were as warm and accepting as Wanda Wolek is.
I think, I hope you're still not brooding on that dinner we had with your children the other night.
We didn't have dinner. We had a disaster.
Well, I have confidence in your children when they see how good we are for each other.
We are, you know. We're very good for each other.
I think we should be good to each other right now.
Why, General, I think you're fishing for another birthday present.
Let's leave Wanda's home-style spa cooking for another time and go back to my place now.
You talked me into it. Cord, are you all right?
Man, you know, I just wanted to get out of the house to be alone for like 2 minutes.
I'm sorry. I am concerned.
Don't be.
Whether he wants it or not, that young man needs help.
I'll get the check, Rebecca. Here, hand out some more flowers at the door.
Any tear-free shampoo is okay for your baby.
Not my baby.
Just because a shampoo claims to be tearless, that doesn't mean it.
You know, if you want to postpone this picnic...
Are you backing out on me, Buchanan?
No. It's just after that mess at Land Fair, I just thought you might not be in the mood anymore.
Will you stop apologizing for your family?
No, don't get me wrong. Look, I love them all. Asa, Clena, everybody. I hate the fact that they might scare you off.
Well, you forget I'm from Chicago. I don't scare you.
I know, but see, we're in the early stages of this relationship.
Is that what this is? Is that what we're having? A relationship?
That's a good question. Why don't we just go upstairs and find out?
I am sorry about the interruptions. I mean, the minute I'm back in this place, whew, it's back to work.
I like seeing you in charge.
Okay. Now, I'm ready for my second question.
Well, excuse me, Ms. Buchanan.
Oh, Mr. Leon, you're the manager. Can't you handle this?
I'm sorry, but you and Dr. Byrne have an urgent message.
From Mother?
Not unless your mother's name is Alex Hesser.
Oh, my God. What could Alex possibly want now?
You and Dr. Byrne and Wilma Byrne at her apartment. as soon as possible.
Me too.
I forgot about her invitation.
But, oh, no, wait a minute. This is more like a summons. I think I'm going to ignore the whole thing.
No, Renee. You know Alex. If you don't go to her, she'll come looking for you. You'd best get it over with. We'll have to pick Mother up on the way.
But what about
now, my next question can wait for just a little while. Oh, on second thought, would you mind meeting me at Alex's in about an hour? There's a little errand I have to run.
Only if you promise me that you will not be late, because I cannot bear the thought of being alone with that woman.
You'll never be alone. Never again.
Bye.
Mr. Bryant.
Yes, Dr. Byrne. How can I help you?
Yes, please, Mr. Bryant. Could I have the name and the address of the nicest jewelry shop in Landview?
Clint, son, I need to know if I can count on you. Bo's all involved with that Gannett woman, and as you know, Cord's got his problems. You're my only hope, son.
Well, I'm glad I'm somebody's.
Hey, you okay, Clint?
Oh, yeah, it's his house. There's too many memories. But look, a man in love with a good woman deserves a chance to win her back. So I will do the best I can for you and Renee. But I'm telling you, you're going to have a bunch of fences to mend with that lady.
Well, you're looking at a man who stretched barbed wire from one cattle country to the next.
Pa, she's not a Texas Longhorn.
Oh, I know. She is a fine filly that needs a very gentle rein, gentle but firm.
She is not a cow pony, Pa.
She's my wife. Divorce or no divorce. And once she gets it through her head that I am her destiny, she will go along.
I think I'd kind of soft pedal the destiny, Pa. You might try a little bit of kindness and honesty, maybe.
I got you. Heart and flowers. Whatever it takes to convince her that she really belongs with this family.
No, wait a minute, Pa. Your getting together with Renee is not going to heal the whole family.
Clint, I know it may not stop your divorce from going through.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about Cord. Now, no happy ending with you and Renee is going to answer the question of what is haunting my son. And I don't know what the hell will.
Hello? All talked out, huh? I know the feeling. Sometimes after I've been preaching all night, all I want is silence.
Well, they did the preaching.
They?
Yeah, my family. I had to get out of the house for a while. They were driving me nuts.
Family has a way of expecting things.
Too much.
What about you? What do you expect from others?
Nowadays, nothing at all.
Does that include your wife?
Especially her. You know, I tried your little suggestion about trying to reconcile with her. Just drove us farther apart. In fact, Tina and Kane are now down in St. Bart's. And they took my kids with them.
Of course.
Oh, it gets better than that. When they get back, they're going to try to tie the knot. And I don't mean the knot in a noose around Kane Rogan's neck, the one he richly deserves.
You're still looking for something incriminating to use against him.
Yeah, I already found that. Apparently, he's been playing bump and tickle with Landview's Black Widow Spider, Alex Alanov Hesser.
Alex Hesser. I read about her in the paper. Wasn't she?
Yeah, she was married to Carlo Hesser. That's exactly right. You know, she's got crime in her blood. It's in her veins, right? And she says King Rogan is her soulmate. Bedmate, too, as it turns out.
I wish I could say I was surprised. Sounds like the Kane Rogan that I used to know. I am so sorry, Cord.
No, I'm the one who's sorry. I remember our last conversation, last time we talked. I wasn't very nice to you. But you know what? At least I can talk to you.
Sometimes it's easier to talk to strangers than your own family.
See, that's what's so weird, because In a lot of ways, it's like you're not a stranger to me at all.
Must be the halo and wings.
I'm not kidding. It's easier to be with you than it is with people I've known my whole life.
Corey, did you ever think that you needed another kind of family? Not to forget the one that you have now, but the kind that can give you the love and the support that you need.
You mean like running a personal ad saying, messed up young man looking for a mom and dad to tell him that he's not totally messed up?
Well, there is another solution. Now, I know that you were skeptical when you heard me preach in Texas, but would you give me another chance? Maybe you could find a whole new family. Mine.
Maybe I would.
It's important to keep your promises. Always. All over the world. If we promise it gives skin incredible moisture replenishment.
It always will.
If we promise smoothing of tiny lines.
You see the results.
If we promise it works like young skin's fluid, sinking in instantly.
It always does.
For a young radiance